Good afternoon, guys. Today I'm going to show a new indicator called as TrailStops indicator. TrailStops indicator tracks the price in short term, medium term, and long term, and it plots them dynamically on the charts. And you can apply this to any type of a chart or any instrument, any time frame. So and also it will be working in Renko charts and also range charts too. So I'll try to demonstrate some of them. Here what I have is a radar screen on the top, and then I have a chart at the bottom. I think I've linked them. No, I have not. Let me go ahead and link them too. So let's say suppose if I were to link Blue to, let's say suppose I'm going to link them here. You don't need to do this, but if you wanted to link the charts and see it, then it would be great. So then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open up TrailStops indicator here. So the TrailStops plot it automatically on the screen. It's pretty simple to install and plot it. So what it does is it shows you these TrailStops which are plotted it as the bar is actually generating it. It shows you that where the TrailStops should be. So for example, if you were to take a let's just go ahead and start with a stock like a Google, for example. It's on a daily chart, right? And here what we have is, let's say suppose that when the prices are trending up over the long term trail stop, what we have is a short term trail stop is trailing. When the price closes below, it actually changes its sentiment. That means it changes the sentiment from bullish to bearish, and then now the trail stop starts plotting on the top. So now you know that, let's say suppose if you did short this one, then you probably wanted to cover this once the price starts closing above this ST level. So that's how the trail stop concept is. It actually changes between the bullish and the bearish sentiments, and it actually switches it dynamically. Now let's actually see this in a real time. Let's say suppose if I were to go to the ES chart. I think my time is not linked here. Let's say suppose if I link the time. Okay, here I have a 1220 tick chart, and then I have the ST there. Let's say suppose if I were to load 10 days of data. Okay, here. So we can also see the LT because it covers the whole sentiment. And now let's actually apply, I think I may have it already, yes. And now let's apply, let's do this. I wanted to I wanted to plot the bullish first, the chart first, and then we will apply this. Okay, there. So now we have an ABC pattern here. Let's say it's actually building right now, and then what we have is we have a trail stop which is going, right now it's plotted here. So suppose if you were to take this trade at 1948.5, your trail stop is 1947.75. In the beginning, I wouldn't be using like that, but what I would do is this is actually primarily used for an exit technique rather than entry technique. So basically now as the price moves up, let's see how the trail stop actually moving up, which is now the trail stop is about a point from actually the close of the previous bar, because that's where we compute everything based on the end of the bar. So the last bar which closed it about let's see 48.75, and the ST is at 47.75. That's one. So these are dynamically calculated, so there's nothing for you to calculate, and it also tells you how much offset you are from the last close. So now let's see how this actually moves up. So this is the the LT is at almost like a 4 points from there, and then okay, while that's building, so now if you look at it, it's 47.75. Let's see if the bar closes because it's a 1220 tick chart. So as soon as it closes it, this ST tend to move up, and then it's try to tighten up your stops. So that way you know that if the price comes back and hits it, you probably wanted to get out at that point. And you can apply this to any charts. You don't need to have an ABCs to do it. You can also apply to any type of your trading. So this is where the the STs and the short term and the medium term and the long term. You can optionally choose to which one to actually use it. So for example, I have it here in the TrailStops. Let me bring this into the focus here. I have set it to show ST and the LT. The MT is a medium term, which is set it to false. And you can change all these colors and then just the changing the line styles and then the time offset is where do you want your text to be displayed kind of thing. Okay. Yeah. So in the meantime, what I wanted to do is I actually wanted to show you couple of other ones I wireless because this may take longer time to build this chart. So what I would do is I'm building another dailies or something so that way you can actually see better. Okay, I built a Tesla chart. We can watch that while it's building. So for example, Tesla trade. Take the Tesla, this is an ABC which has it. So here what's happening is, let's just suppose if you have taken this trade at EL, which is about 224.81, and now you're waiting for your profits to happen. So of course, most of the times we take the targets between the 62 and 79%. But then let's just suppose if you took half of your trade and if you still left half of it, then you're going to trail it. That means you entered it 224. Now your trailing is at 233.16, and so that's how you actually trail it. Let's just suppose if the price hits your target, and then of course there's a retracement happen, and if the retracement happen a little larger and then it hits your ST level, then that's when you wanted to get out. I actually wait for the price to close below the ST level, and that's how it closes it. So while we are here, I'm actually going to build up. Let me change this to yes, and then let's see if I can show you a couple of let's say if I want to build up a range bar chart, I'm going to pick a 2-point range using a minute chart, let's say um, there. So this is the range bar chart, and then where you can actually see this, and it's a range bar chart. Let me see if I can see the Renko based charts. Let's also do the same to maybe 5 days of data. Let's just change the colors to, let's say, green. Down is red. Okay, cool. Let's see there. So you can also see the same type of a, let's just actually pick a little bit longer time, maybe at 10 days. Okay, there. So now not only we have ABCs, but we can also see this this trail stop even in the range bars too. And one thing I have not tested is in the weeklies. I think, well, it also works in weeklies. Fantastic. So it works in weeklies, dailies, and let me test in monthly and see if it works in monthly. It works in monthlies too. So that's how it actually primarily works. And let me go back to my chart here. There it is. So now what I have is I'm just going to move this to the left, and here is my trade still going on in ES, and you can actually insert this is it's a radar screen and a chart indicator. So it's combinedly right now it's combinedly built. So let's just see if I can change it to if you wanted to type, let's say, Google here. You can also type it in 1 minute, or Google, you can change this to daily if you wanted to see only the daily. So it'll plot the same STs and MT and LT levels in that specific color, whatever color you chose. So that's how this one particularly works. Let me go back to my, I think yes, I guess. So here is my trade still going on, and that's how it actually works. I hope you guys like it. Thank you.